Hello viewers of the National Television, welcome to this English news edition. I'm Fabien Nyoniziye. Here are top stories. In Butanyerera, President Ndayishimiye urged the new provincial and communal leaders to redouble their efforts to stimulate development and improve the daily lives of the populations. This was during the official presentation ceremonies of the new leader of this province. A memorial in honor of the late Monsignor Michael Kutine, former apostolic nuncio to Burundi and the cowardly assassinated in 2003 in Minago, was officially inaugurated this Thursday at the Minago parish in the Diocese of Bururi. The ceremonies were enhanced by the presence of the Vice President of the Republic, Prosper Bazombanza. The head of state, Evariste Ndayishimiye, urged the governor of Butanyerera province, Victor Segasago, and the municipal administrator of Ngozi, Dominique Ndikujayo, to deploy all necessary efforts to develop their regions and improve the living conditions of the population. This recommendation was made this Thursday at the Agasaka Kainarunyonga Stadium in Ngozi during the official presentation ceremony of these two officials. Dieudonné Ndachaisaba was there.
During the presentation ceremony of Governor of the province of Butanyerera, Victor Gasago, the President of the Republic of Burundi, Evariste Ndayishimiye, began by thanking the citizens of Butanyerera province for their active participation and wise voting in the recent elections, which showed the Burundians have built a strong wall and demonstrate their unity. Also asked the citizens to continue boosting the harvest. He took the opportunity to congratulate them on their initiative to cultivate in the marshland and on hills during dry season using irrigation system, and indicate that the dry season production was almost equal to that of the cultural season. He also invited them to continue protecting the environment by planting trees and tracing contour lines. After presenting Governor, President Evariste Ndayishimiye gave him advice, asking him not to stay locked up in his office, but to go to the citizens to understand their problems and help them find solutions. He also asked the commune administrator of Ngozi, Dominique Ndikujayo, to work for well-being of the citizens. He reads, so that the region he is leading continues to be developed. President of Burundi, Evariste Ndayishimiye, has also urged the citizens of Butanyerera province to support actions of leaders who were represented for them in the fight against corruption, drug and law violations. For their part, the presented leaders promised to work tirelessly for the development of the country and the well-being of the citizens that they are leading.
As I said, the memorial in honor of the late Monsignor Michael Kutine, former apostolic nuncio to Burundi and the cowardly assassinated in 2003 in Minago, was officially inaugurated this Thursday at the Minago parish in the Diocese of Bururi. The ceremonies were enhanced by the presence of the Vice President of the Republic, Prosper Bazombanza, the Vatican Secretary of State, and all members of the Catholic Episcopal Conference of Burundi. We will come back to this information detail in our next editions. It is a place steeped in faith and history, the Mugera parish, which is about to receive prestigious title, that of Basilica, a distinction granted by the Holy Father for its spiritual and historical influence. On this occasion, a look back at the extraordinary history of this parish, which could see its activities boosted by this distinction. Evariste Nyongabo.
This is the church building of Mugera Catholic Parish located in Bugenda na Commune, Gitega province. Pope Leo XIV decided to elevate it to the rank of a basilica. The parish priest of Mugera, Father Vena Mozako, experienced what changes this new status brings to the organization of the church.
Murumva nyene ko agiye kuringanizwa amasabamana novuga akatsuye atunganijwe neza.
You understand that the liturgy will now be organized to such a high standard that even those eager to learn about the organization of Catholic liturgy will come here to Mugera. You understand that this is now a papal church. This will benefit us as we will grow in our ability to prepare the liturgy, where the Basilica will be like a school where others will come to learn. We truly hope that the Catholic Church in Burundi will grow, as we now have a place from which we can draw knowledge.
The honor of being elevated to the rank of Basilica will also attract important visitors and tourists from various places, both within the country and abroad. This, in turn, will contribute to the development of the local area and the country as whole.
Wherever there is a basilica, it usually becomes a tourist site. Many tourists will come to visit it, and it will become part of the national heritage. Then new infrastructures will be needed, such as hotels for visitors wishing to stay here and resting places for those on pilgrimage. Once these infrastructures are built, they will boost the national economy. I remember being told that in Lourdes, France, there is more than 460 hotels in a small area surrounding the Virgin Mary Sanctuary. It is said that a large part of France's tourism revenue comes from Lourdes because of these hotels and the pilgrims they host. I believe that we in Mugera can expect similar benefits.
When church becomes a basilica, the number of pilgrims visiting the parish can increase significantly. Mugera Hill has been considered sacred since the immemorial in Burundi. Our ancestors called it Mumana za Mugera, meaning the gods of Mugera. Today, on the eve of the feast of the Assumption, which celebrates the bodily ascent of Virgin Mary, Mother of Jesus Christ, into heaven, pilgrims flock to the Marian sanctuary of Mugera to seek her intercession for the relief of their sufferings. A young girl we met on Tuesday at this site shared the reason of her pilgrimage. She came to express her gratitude to the Virgin Mary because prayers she made at this grotto a few years ago were answered. The parish priest of Mugera, Father Vena Mozako, spoke about the renown of the Mugera site, a sanctuary dedicated to Virgin Mary.
Mugera is well known for its Marian sanctuary, and those coming on pilgrimage begin by arriving at this church, at this basilica. They start by contemplating the church. Inside there are relics of the cross of Jesus Christ brought by missionaries when they first came here. Pilgrims begin by venerating these relics, even Jesus Christ praised them, and then they continue to the sanctuary. When you observe all these people coming here throughout the year, when you see the crowds gathering on the 14th and the 15th of August, and when you look at the Christians from Burundi and the surrounding region who come together here, you truly feel that their love for this place and its renown have contributed to its elevation to the rank of basilica.
It's worth noting that the Catholic parish of Mugera was established in 1922. The first bishop to oversee this church was the Bishop Jurie Gordru.
In relation to Burundi Development Vision 2040-2060, Prime Minister Nestor Ntahontuye calls for exemplary coordination and rigorous management of public finances to achieve Burundi's economic ambitions. This message was delivered this Thursday during a conference debate on macroeconomic stability organized by the BRB and the Ministry of Finance. RC Ororo Kamkama for more details.
aim of that meeting was to exchange ideas and to see at which level is the economic development and see what to do about it, so to boost development. According to Edouard Normand Bigendako, the central bank governor, it is a great opportunity for finding solutions together to problems and challenges that are in the economic sector, so to develop the country. Currently, they are facing prices rising at the local market as well as at the late policy. He added that there must be new economic policies and a unique vision for the whole population, so to strengthen the economic development. Adendi Kumana, Finance Minister, said that the government will implement inclusively development projects in using the government fund in transparency, good governance, the micro and the microeconomic development and mining. He said that the trade sectors must be revised as well as the national societies. The Prime Minister, Nonouye Nestor, has emphasized the fact that the vision of the government is to reform all the sectors that can boost the economy. He called all the civil servants as well as the private sector members to work well, avoid misusing the government funds, so to reach the vision of 2040, Burundi as emergent and 2060 as developed. The participants have also given their contributions so to help in managing national wealth. Note that different members of government had attended that meeting as well as ambassadors, civil societies members and others.
Well, end of this news edition. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching our programs. Bye-bye.